Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm Tifany, and this is debut take 2 this week because last week with my actual debut stream, the stream went out fine. Everything went great, technically speaking, but yeah, I didn't have my recording settings set properly, so there's no evidence. If you were one of my viewers last week, thank you. First of all, and you're the only ones who know that it happened. But I think we've got it all worked out. We did a quick test last night, and so hopefully after the stream ends, I will not be singing "Oops, I Did It Again." But I think all is well. We've got the chat room open if you want to join that. And let me just make sure that it's active. There, yeah. So feel free to join the chat. I will have my segment later on in the stream called Musically Challenged, where I will be asking for people to drop some suggestions, challenges, ideas of songs you'd like to hear on the ukulele, or that you want to learn to play, or think I should know how to play, and just drop the, title of the song, artist, in the chat room, and we'll talk more about that later on today. And since there's no recording of the actual debut stream from last week, there's nothing there for prosperity's sake. I kind of wanted to go over one of the songs that I was working on last week, because I'm still working on the muscle memory for the finger picking on Elvis, Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Of course, this is the UB40 cover entry, and I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat room, so if you guys want to pull up on your own monitor, if my screen share is not doing it for you. Here, let me see if I can get that. There. It's in the chat. Just follow that link and you'll go to the exact page that I am currently on. And there we go. So, let's see. We've got C, G, F, E minor, A. And I mentioned last week that I do drop one of those G's because it's like a hop, skip, and a jump. I won't go all over, over that like I did last week, but yeah, so we're just going to hang out. I'm going to practice. You guys can practice along with me if you're learning, or you can just, watch the train wreck. Just kidding. It'll be good. In fact, no, I'll get to that later. Okay, let me just jump right in. Let's see. Before I start the finger picking practice, I just want to kind of run through. I have not practiced all weekend. Mother's Day weekend was crazy. That's the G there that I skipped. Just because. But you can hit it if you want. There it is again. I skipped right over it. It's just your personal preference. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so, see, I don't have the auto scroll on here. Hopefully you can see enough of that or have it up on your own monitor. But, yeah, just personal preference about that one little G that I omit. to simplify things, especially when it's taking on that up-tempo poppy type of vibe. I mean, you can always throw it in if you're slowing things down and you really want to emphasize, you know, that note. And throw it in here. You know, it's up to you. So, let me get this further away a little bit. Down here. The finger picking I was working on does slow it down a lot, you know, because I'm still getting used to that. And I mentioned that I'm just doing a 3-2-1-2 infinity loop on that 3-2-1-2 on the strings. This bridge always gives me trouble. Okay, so it shows I have not been practicing, but not the worst. Not the worst. Not the worst. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to recap that song because it is something I'm working on, trying to introduce fingerpicking into my skill set. And so that was one that we did last week. I'm going to go ahead and move on. For the lineup I kind of had in mind for this week, and keeping in with Elvis theme here for a moment, picking up the tempo. This is one that's kind of fun, especially if you're learning and you're new to ukulele. When I made the switch from guitar, it was the best thing ever for me personally. And of course there's a learning curve with everything, but this was one that was in one of these little intro, like self-teach kind of books and things, and it is a little different than what I have pulled up here. Let me go ahead and copy and paste my source here for you guys in the chat room if you want to pull this up on your own monitor. And there it is, in the chat. There's a link. But like I said, it is going to be a little different from what I've been playing. I guess I've been playing a more simplified version. There's just a lot of versions of every song out there, right? So I do play in this key, but so I'm using G, C7, and D7, which are here. I'm not used to playing it with this D flat 7 and F thrown in there. So I kind of wanted to try it out. I want to kind of play what I've been playing and then see if I can broaden my horizons. Yeah. Oh, that squeaky chair is so good, isn't it? Just the best. At least we don't have landscapers outside the window this morning like last week. So if you were here, you know, got an earful of that, I'm sure. I'm not gonna use the book because I can't see it. There's too much stuff in this room. Ah! Oh my gosh. This is a catch-all room. It's an office. It's a recording studio. It's storage. I'm sure you can relate. Most people have a space like that. So let's see. How do I play it? Okay. I'm starting with a G. And a C7. Maybe I shouldn't talk while I'm doing this. So I go to G, start at G, lots of G's here, chord, and then I'll drop down to C7, and back to G, and then I throw in, what did I say earlier? The D7, and yeah, and those are the only three I use. They don't have D7 on here. Well, whatever. And that is it. Woo! You keep going. Second verse, same as the first. And that G, you know, it's one of the reasons why I love it, you know, for beginners, because you really get to sass up the strumming pattern and style. And since I am really trying to infuse a lot of different strumming styles, into my practice sessions lately, this is a great one for beginners. So have fun with it. You're going to be sitting on this G chord for a while. It's like Captain America. I could do this all day type of thing with this G, and just really get into the groove. So that's a fun one. I thought I'd bring it up since we were doing I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, with all the, you know, Elvis fun that can be had. I mean, there's so much great stuff, you know, that you can find with Elvis. Of course, this was not originally written for him, but he made it popular. And they have, let me see if I can, they have some like solo stuff down here. I've never, you know, I'd love to add a solo to this. What are they doing? What are they doing? C, F. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's worth looking into. So how are they doing it? Let's see. Let's try with what they're doing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, that's weird. I don't like that. Playing it as what they've got here. Let's use the transposer. Drop it down 1/2 step and just see what happens to the chords. Ugh! Ugly. That's what happens. Ugly happens. Oh no, 2 1/2 steps down. Even worse. Oh Lord. Why? What? Okay. No. No, I shouldn't have opened the box. Just, oh, Pandora, why? Okay, no, I'm just gonna keep it as is, the way I do it. But that was fun to see. Oh gosh. And of course, if I add vocals to it, I always screw it up. I know I should be practicing that. But, I don't know, maybe I'll save that for my private practices, because, I don't know, we'll see. This next song, moving along, I haven't looked at in over a year. And I'm pulling it up, and I'm gonna share the link in the chat. Feel free to join the chat. Here we go. There it is. This one is credited in the entry as Johnny Cash, but you may be familiar with it just as a traditional hymn, I'll Fly Away. Johnny Cash. I'm definitely going to be introducing some more Johnny Cash into my rotation. He is on my perpetual list of artists and songs and genres that I want to learn to play, and so here we've got let me try to get some of these pop-ups out of the way. I don't want any sound coming in, but alright, so strumming. There is no strumming pattern for this song yet, and that's fine. I mentioned last week that sometimes you just have to feel it out, and I know that sounds stupid, but you just have to use a strumming pattern that works best for you, and you'll find it. I promise. I haven't looked at this song for over a year because I added this to my catalog when before my dad passed away, which was earlier this year. So it's kind of a long, unpleasant process, and I have lots of fond memories of him singing this song in church as like a 4-part quartet style a cappella. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be singing this one today, but I don't know, I'll have to just relearn it today. And it looks like their entry is a little incomplete. They're missing the chords for that third line. And, I mentioned this last week as well. You're going to find that sometimes. You're not going to be able to always... There are typos. People give these entries. And I had a printout. Oh, it's not an error. No, I'm just being... My memory's just not very good. This one. No, it's just a continued C. Okay, well, let me just relearn this. That's what practice is for. Water break. because we're just hanging out, right? Would help if I played right note. Oh, G7. It's an inverted, it's like an inverted G. Okay, it's coming back to me now. Okay, yes, I would edit that G7 right over here. It needs to be just shifted over here to fly. It doesn't hit on aisle. Because, yeah. So it's very brief. That G7 is very brief before you return to the C. Okay. Let's see, where is it? And, oh, that's it. They don't have it laid out for the whole song. Let me see if I print out. Oh, I need a little music stand, like back in high school band. That's right, I was a band geek. Proud to say, I played the alto saxophone. Not easy to play and sing along with yourself. You know, you can't accompany yourself with that. So it's one of the reasons why I wanted to transition away from woodwind instruments to, you know, string instruments. Yeah, so we can slow this down. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to sing this one. But that's okay. Just being able to play it right now is good. It's been tough. I know we all experience loss, and you know, but I'm fully confident that he's up there now in heaven with my brother and all our other family. So it's good. It's good. I don't sorry. No, I'm not. I'm really not wanting this to be a Debbie Downer moment. This is a beautiful song. I have fond, loving memories about this. But it might, yeah, it's just a little soon. But it is a great one to add to your rotation and learning these new chords, if you're learning new chords, and it's just got that great sound. And you might be able to do some finger picking with that. That might be something. might be kind of tough with that really brief G7. I don't know. It's up to you. Tackle it if you want. I think I'll just use the traditional strumming pattern for that. Alright, thank you, Johnny Cash. Another one I haven't touched in a very long time. And of course, that's, you know, one of the reasons why I shared last week that I'm doing this channel is just to really be accountable for carving out the time to practice, because life gets in the way, and life has definitely gotten in the way of me practicing. And so I'm very rusty, very nervous to have any kind of audience, and that's the other reason why I created this channel, is to get over that really, really strong performance anxiety, stage fright issue that I struggle with really, really badly. So I've pulled up Ingrid Michaelson's The Way I Am. You might remember that from the radio. I'm going to share the link in the chat. There it is. And it's a poppy, got a vintage feel to it. It's kind of bouncy, and the lyrics are fun. And I haven't played it in a very long time, so I want to dive right in. Okay, let me warm up here. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna try and sing along with this one. So I'm gonna play it through a little bit just to kind of remember how it goes. But we'll get there. That E minor, man. It's not being nice to me today. I saw that with the first song. Let me just get this auto scroll going. Maybe that'll help, so I'm not having to stop. I don't know how fast to make it. I'm not going to link that. 4? I don't know. It's running away. Okay. Well, let's try it on a 4, I think. Oh, Lord. I'm just doing the intro right here. If you are falling, then I would catch you. You need a light. I'll find a match, 'cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am. I'm freaking out with this scroll. Here we go. Drop it down a little. And now I have to wait. Okay. If you are chilly, here, take my sweater. Your head is aching. I'll make it better, 'cause I love the way. Love the way you call me, baby. Take me the way I am. Something like that, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's not put it on 4. Let's drop it to 3. That was stressful. Oh, you know what? Forget that. There's only one more. There's only one more verse. Ugh. Yeah. I'm out of pocket on that. I know. And I'll get there. I'll buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair. The G should be there on hair. Okay. Hair soap on patches to all you tear. 'Cause I love you more than I could ever promise. And you take me the way I am. You take me the way I am. Oh, wait. Oh, A7, sorry. Okay, let's fix that out of pocket problem. Because in the third verse, there is a little different vocal than the first two. So let me find where I'm supposed to be. Gosh, Tifany. I'm almost there. Say good morning, and you take me the way I... Okay, yeah, I'm having trouble with that too. It has been too long. Take me the way... No, that's not right. Take me the way I am. Okay, I'm getting there. There's just some tweaking that if I were editing this entry on the website, if I had admin authorization, I would tweak that. I would shift this G over here to way or I would definitely shift, what did I say before? Oh, this G over here, I would put over on hair and, you know, continue on sew on patches. But yeah, so that's just some minor typos on this entry, I think. Which was kind of, it can trip you up, which is annoying, but no big deal. We figure it out. If you are falling, then I would catch you. You need a light. I'd find a map. I'd find the D. 'Cause I love the way you say good morning, and you take me the way I am. If you are chilly, here take my sweat. I need to stop looking away. Okay. If you are chilly, here take my sweater. Your head is aching, I'll make it better. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby, and you take me the way I am. I'll buy you Rogaine when you start losing all your hair. So on patches to all you tear. 'Cause I love you more than I could ever promise, and you take me the way I am. You take me the way I am. You take me the way I am. Better. Not perfect. And yeah, you'll hear me say this a lot. I'm looking for progress, not perfection. And that has been a lifelong lesson that I've been trying to learn. Perfectionistic tendencies is something I've struggled with my entire life. So just rolling with it, knocking down some of those hurdles is okay. You don't stop the race, turn around, lift the hurdle up, back up and go at it again necessarily. There are more hurdles down the track. You just keep going. Your destination is the finish line. You just, you're going to clear some of those hurdles and you're going to knock some of them down. And that is okay because it's all a learning process. So, cleared some hurdles on that and knocked some down. Tripped and fell on my face a couple times, but that's okay because that's what it's about. We just keep going. Maybe I'll clear those others on this round. Yeah. Okay. And adding vocals always trips me up anyways. And I'm an alto. It gets up in some of the soprano stuff that I'm not comfortable with, but again, you just roll with it. Who cares? Let's see if we can get a clean take. A clean run through, maybe. For that. I jinxed myself. If you are chilly, here, take my sweater. Your head is aching. I'll make it better. 'Cause I love the way you call me baby. And you take me the way I am. I'm gonna scroll down. Have the scroll. I'll buy you roll game when you start losing all your hair. So on patches to all you tear. 'Cause I love you more than yeah, that's the little weird one. I shouldn't have waited so long to get back on that song, but we'll knock the rust out and it'll get better. That's what I was going to mention earlier. Before my first stream last week, and I was super nervous, and I asked someone near and dear to me, for some last minute words of advice or encouragement, and they said to me, they looked me square in the eye and they said, "It's gonna be terrible, so embrace the suck. It will get better. Oh, and don't cry." Yeah. So wise words. From a very gentle soul, as you can imagine, who always knows just what to say. Do you have one of those people in your life? Yeah. So, and they were totally right. It was terrible. if you were sticking around last week for the debut stream, it was not all I had hoped it would be. It was terrible. It did get better. Subsequent weeks, of course, it will get better. I know that, and that's, part of the fun of having this journal, video journal, so to speak, of my learning journey. And just, yeah, embrace the suck. And I didn't cry. So, hey, that's something. And embrace the suck. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for those wonderful words of wisdom. Make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But it's true. So yeah, if you are starting anything new, whether it's music or a new job or anything, you just gotta embrace the suck. It will get better. Try not to cry. I don't know. Sometimes you just need a good cry. Not today. Not today. Let me see if there's anything else I was going to work on. No, I think we're gonna call it. I think we're gonna call it for today. And so, but join the chat real quick. Musically challenged, right? Drop title of a song, artist if you know it, or anything from Sabaton. I don't care. I love Sabaton. So can't imagine what Sabaton would sound like with a folksy acoustic ukulele. Well, join me again, and maybe you'll see. Maybe we'll find out together. Because I would love to, just build this catalog that I'm working on, and add all sorts of stuff to my rotation and kind of figure things out. So if nobody drops suggestions or a challenge in the chat room, yeah, I'll find something. I'll find something. But the chat room is still open, and feel free to drop that in anytime during my stream. You will be able to find this, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I did my recording settings properly, you'll be able to find this video over on my YouTube channel, so check that out. I've got all the links on my profile, also Facebook and Instagram, so like, follow, subscribe, all the good stuff, and you will be notified of new things, up and coming things. And thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week. Take care.